You know, I like to start my mornings with a cup of tea. Good morning, everybody. I start my mornings traditionally with a cup of Yorkshire Gold tea. And here I am. One of the advantages that I have is to live on a golf course. Well, behind a golf course. And today I thought I'd talk to you a little bit about challenges in God's help. Now, I want you to think back. I want you to look over your entire life. And as you think about this, I want you to remember moments in your life that were incredibly difficult. Moments that you didn't think you were going to get through, right? For some of you, that might have been the war. Some of you can remember dangerous times with bombings at night. Some of you can remember other challenges where you were almost in an accident. But by some miracle, you made it through. And you know, as I look back and reflect on my life and the 50 years I've been on this planet, I think of times where I too came close to almost getting killed or being seriously injured. And especially on my pre-Christian life. You know, it's easy now as a Christian to look back and say, well, God's got this. God's watching. God's got his eye on all of us. But when I look back to my pre-Christian life, I can see the hand of God all over the place. How could I have ever gotten through that situation? How could I have ever made it through those struggles? But he was there. He was shoring up my strength. He was giving me hope, and he was giving me comfort, even though I didn't even know it. You see, God knows everything about us. He knows all the hairs on our head. He knew when we were born. He knew what was going to happen. And he knew our death. And what a comfort it is to know that God is always there for us, always watching over us. And I'm sure all of you can remember those difficult times in your life when you really think about it. Let me tell you something. God has a plan and a purpose for you, even now at this stage in your life. He hasn't given up on you. The very fact that you're still there in that room, watching this, still there in the home and alive and breathing, means that God is not done with you yet. He has a plan for you, he has a purpose for you, and he is using you as a tool. And it's easy now to look at your situation and say, I don't understand how this can be part of God's plan. And you know, if you look at the world as a puzzle, each of us has a piece in that puzzle. And your piece on its own might seem very insignificant, but when you put the whole picture together, it makes sense. And when you look at the whole picture, if one piece is missing, the picture isn't complete. And God's plan isn't complete without the plan that he has for you. And God saw this crisis coming, and he wants to see you through it. But he needs you to place your faith and trust in him. And when you ask him into your heart, he will do just that. So keep your prayers consistent. Stay in the Word of God. Place your faith and trust in him, and he won't steer you wrong. Be blessed, everybody. I'll be speaking to you soon. Thank you.